Hello and welcome to the Views Club or garden area. All right guys, you have been asking me, how do you make nopales? How do you get them to be perfect and not so slimy? Well, I'm about to show you, but first let me show you how I cut my nopales. You want to be careful because you have a lot of the little pokey things. What do you call those, Cloud?
Espinas.
Espinas. I know how to say it in Spanish, but thorns. There you go. So they're thorns. So grab it from a spot that you're not going to get
thorns.
Calm yourself. I know you're excited about that movie still. And then you just want to come and cut it.
And give it space, right? So that it's going to grow.
Yeah,
right
it'll continue to grow. I'll show you guys in just a moment. You don't want to pick the ones that look like this, that have been there a longer time. You want to pick the fresh ones. These are fresh. If they're still a bright green, they're fresh. If they're a dull green, that's not for you.
That's for the birds.
Yeah. Like you'll see at the stores, you'll get the big ones, and they're green, but I would say stay away from those. Get the more tender and thin ones. See, like this one, you would think that there's not any thorns because it's bigger. You can still see a little bit of the thorns right there. You see that?
Yep.
And those are what you have to be careful for. All right. Good at an angle.
What if you live in the desert and you just go out there and just grab
Watch out.
cactus?
No. You don't want to end up with some peyote. Okay? Peyote is a what is it? You hallucinate with it. So
Well,
you guys,
it's medicine for our
Yes.
ancestors. So
peyote is a different kind of cactus that you want to stay away from. You definitely don't want to give that to your kids. It's more of a medicine, a healing medicine. It's not for everybody. So if you guys are out there foraging, you need to make sure that you understand your cactus. I think for our family, we grew up on this. This was like meals for us.
yeah.
At least once a week while they were blooming. So on your guys' end, be very careful. I'm going to put as many details as I can for the nopales at the end so that you guys are not mixing these up with other poisonous or fun cactus.
And a lot of cacti are protected too. So if you're caught messing around with the cactus, you might get in trouble.
Yeah.
You have to be careful.
I mean, if you guys are trying to do some Nacho Libre cactus drinking water, then we can do that too. So let's go make it. Our favorite cactus is the tender ones that we just cut from our yard. Those are the best ones, and you can see the freshness. Like even when you're gonna trim out all these pokey things, you want to come all across. Ooh, let me get my words together.
So happens when you've been on vacation for a few days.
Yes, guys, I have. I've been hanging out with the grizzly. And you're gonna bring your knife all the way around, and you want to be careful. If you have little tongs that you can press on here, go for it, because I'm not exaggerating. These things hurt, and if they get stuck, you better chew a piece of gum and press it in so that you can get it out a lot faster. All right, so just bring it all across.
Because it moistens up your skin, and so it comes out wherever you get pricked.
Well, it kind of gum's sticky, so if you put it over the part that you have something like in your skin, it's likely to come out because it sticks to it a little bit dry, and then you're set. Okay, so once you've done that, use your tongs or a paper towel. For me, it's easier to maneuver with the paper towel. If you see a big thorn, just cut it off immediately because you don't want to come back to that one and get hurt. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna start peeling or cutting through your nopal like this. And sometimes this knife is probably not the best thing to show you guys with. So all you're doing is just cutting the thorn and the pokey parts off.
Do you remember when we were tasked to do this, and then we invented that little gadget with the razor?
Yes.
So you grab a disposable razor, and then you just cut the plastic sides, and then you shave the nopal. My mom was so mad at us.
She was not proud of us at that moment, guys.
I know. I was like, what? We invented something.
So move it around, any kind of little thorn you have. And the reason I like the tender ones is because it's a lot easier, and you don't have to deal with so much of the thorns and the poking. If you guys haven't noticed, I've said poking a lot of times. I don't like that. I don't like it. But I love nopales. Okay? Clean your knife, turn it over. Another good way to do this is with one of these, right? Look at that. Comes right off.
Whoa.
right?
I didn't know about that one.
Just shave it off and then come with your knife and just, you know, whatever
That's
you
how I
need
would
to do.
clean them with the scraping method.
Like this?
Yeah, but it's hard because you can't always get the thorn out.
Yeah, if they're tender, it's easy to just come to each one and just, you know, that's all you need to take off. The rest, everything's great. The skin, keep it. You know, one of the things that I have a difficult time with is when I've had nopales at somebody else's home, like even one of my aunts, guys, oh my gosh. I know she'll never watch this, so I feel free to say it.
Yeah.
No. They're just family members that have no idea I have a channel. Anyways, what I'm saying is that they're like, oh, hizo ensalada de nopales. Like our tia made or what my cousin said, she said, my mom made some nopal salad. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm picturing I'm going to get my mom's. No. What happened is that they kept all the sliminess. And since I have texture preferences, I couldn't do it. I can handle a normal amount, but not crazy obscene ones.
Pobrecita mi tía.
Such a good lady. She had big old buns, huh?
Yeah, we're going to oversee the fact that she couldn't make nopales. That's okay.
Yeah, and I didn't have the heart to say, Mom, teach her, because I'm like, oh, tia, that's so good. You know, like, you don't want to hurt your tia's feelings, especially if it's a nice one. Where's my fork? Why am I playing around? See, I don't see you guys for a few days, and then I get rusty. What's happening, huh? That means I can't go on vacation without you guys.
Now you just need a little bit of oil. I'll help you.
Some oil?
You're rusty.
Oh my gosh.
I'll help you out.
But for me, I think this one's, when it's tender, these are a lot easier. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you just got to find your way. If I'm doing it this way and you find another way that's easier for you, go for it. And if you already know how to make nopales and you're here because we love each other, then go ahead and share your tips in the comment section. I think those are such lifesavers for me right now, guys. Thank you so much for having our back and being part of our club. Because I know our channel is growing and I don't want anybody to miss out on the sweetness that we deliver.
You can use all the extra stuff as for compost, right? Like if you're gardening.
I mean, you can, but I just don't.
You don't? Oh, okay.
Because of the babies, because they help me with the garden, and I don't want them to get poked. Especially by Yo, because he's extra with his sensory.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's a good question, Cloud. So luckily, I don't have to clean many of these nopales. And then I'm going to show you guys how I cut them so that we can get to our next step on how to prepare these. Because you're going to be seeing these more often because my sister starts saying that she's not going to work if I don't feed her some good nopales.
I know.
I'm being threatened.
Trident layers no longer cut it.
Nope. She doesn't want to get paid in trident layers. She would like to get paid in nopales.
Be careful when you do that.
What?
With that knife bringing it towards you, you're an expert, but be careful.
Yeah. Good eye, Cloud. Good eye.
I worry about your nuggets.
Thank you. And I worry about everybody else except for myself.
Yep.
Yay, Cloud's taking care of me, guys. Okay,
You know.
I just purchased this cactus yesterday, and this didn't have any of this stuff spoiling. So what I did is I just cut it. You see, there's nothing wrong. So just cut it off. One of the things you'll find that after your nopal has been trimmed and it's waiting for you to purchase it, it's not as tender and it's a little bit harder to take off, or more annoying, I should say. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a little bit more annoying to take off than the other ones that just slide off like butter.
So this one's a bit more mature?
This one's a little bit more
good?
mature, yeah. But I don't think even like the small tender ones, like this one, I'll show you. This one's a little bit more tender. It's still gonna be a pain because everything's already dried compared to the freshness you get from this cactus.
Yeah.
You can see the difference because these will just pop off, you see?
Yep.
And then this one's already a little bit drier because it's already been cut.
Got it. So the ones that are young, the young cactus, that's good for like fresh dishes like ensalada de nopal?
They're all good for the same thing. It's
Okay.
just the process of cleaning them that's going to
Okay.
be a little bit more like, I'm done.
Really? And I always thought that the thicker one, the more mature one, was for like cooked dishes.
Really? Possibly.
Or maybe because we were just like never got to the point that they were mature. We would
Yeah, we never got to that. We always got the little fresh tender ones. Like this big piece.
Yeah.
from our cactus, we never had that growing up.
No, it wasn't until we got older that we're like, oh, okay, this is what they look like.
You guys, this is how much we used to eat cactus when we were growing up. That if we were out of cactus, we would go down our alley and start looking for any of them that are grown like in that alleyway. And you can actually cut those too, if they're the appropriate cacti.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember us going through and be like, oh, there's one over there. And then we have to watch out because sometimes neighbors want to hog the alleyways too, like because it's right outside their alley that belongs to them, but it's public property.
I remember that, and the city came and like bulldozed all the
cactuses because they were causing so much drama in our neighborhood.
Because some of us may have planted some where they weren't supposed to be planted. Hey, nobody has time to walk in the heat.
Nope. Sure don't. Not during the summer times.
No way.
I think if you're more on a veggie diet or you're trying to eat healthier, this is definitely good because you get a little bit of a crunch once you bite into them and they're cooked. And the thing is that you can make these like this. Just clean them up, wash them real quick, and you can put them on the grill. And you only need to put them on a really hot grill, about 2-3 minutes on each side. Sprinkle lemon and salt, and you're set.
Oh, that's so good.
That's how I like them for my tacos. Quick and easy. All right.
Yeah, I guess when you grill them, you don't really feel that slimy consistency,
right? If you guys are gonna grill them, you don't want to keep them on the grill too long because then you're gonna start the cooking process, and that's when the slime is gonna release. It's like 2-3 minutes max. Boom, boom. Just a quick flip. Almost like if you were making like a raw steak, I would say, because if you cook it too long, it gets slimy. Now, if you just sear the outsides quickly, then you don't get any of the slime, which is what I like. I do not like the slime from the nopales. I don't like it from the aloe vera. I do not.
I think it's a texture thing.
It's a texture preference.
Yeah.
Be careful, guys, that you get all of the thorns because you don't want the babies to have any kind of problems with this, because if it falls on the floor, next thing you know, one of the babies got into it. You know what my mom used to do is I'd be like, me piqué, like I poked myself, mom, and she would say that's what happens for being a certain kind of word, because my mom she's from the north, guys. You don't mess with moms from the north of Mexico.
For real, man.
She's a tough lady. She's a fire sign. I'm gonna be nice, you guys, because apparently my mom's been talking to me about videos that I've been doing, and she's back on the channel. Mom, if you're listening, I'm not gonna be talking about you anymore because I know how much you guys like her stories, but
I am, Mom.
It's because, you know what? My mom and I are a little bit more joking with each other, and you and my mom are a little bit serious.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah? You guys are more serious, so.
We talk about some serious stuff.
Yeah, you do.
We hardly ever joke around. That's true. I really don't joke around with a lot of people. I think you're like probably one of
I think it might be, and I'm just silly all around, dude. I can't even take myself serious half the time.
I think that's why when you meet people that know me, and they're like, "Oh, she's so serious, you know, and mature," and then you're like, "What?"
Yeah, that's my reaction. Like, not crowd. Oh, okay, well, with me, yeah. Yeah, you know, I think about stuff like that and I get sad.
About
like,
what stuff?
What's gonna happen to, like, because we're gonna age, you know? Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, girl.
I know. I used to be really jealous in the way of, like, they're gonna take you away from me. Like,
who's they? Girl, aliens? What the heck?
No, like, boyfriends or people you were talking, like, I always, like, question their character to see if they were gonna stick around. Because Robert's really good. He respects, like, our friendship, you know? And I just wanted to make sure that whoever comes around respects that and doesn't get jealous of it, because you and I get into our own world. Yeah, I mean, the Views Club can see how how it goes down for us, you know?
Have a little faith, girl. I haven't failed you yet in all these years.
No, I know you haven't. That's what I'm saying. I used to be, but now I'm just like, you know what? If it does happen, fine. I'll just have to follow you this time. He's like, no.
I like having you around.
It's fun. I like having you around too. You make my hard life easy, girl.
Oh.
Well, when it does get hard, because right now it's just all fun and good games. You know, it reaches a point in your life where you're just like,
You don't accept hard times anymore. You're like,
no,
bam!
you don't. I gave up on my hard times.
Yep.
People will like you, people will dislike you, and I'm neutral. You come back and talk to me, we'll be fine. If you move it along, well then move it along.
I hit him with the invisible ninja moves. Like, I don't want your energy here. Bye. Bam.
Yeah, I move it along.
Yeah.
It's really that easy for me. I don't think, I think here on YouTube, a lot of people don't realize that I've actually been through a lot of life that most people haven't. And, you know, and I don't feel the need to share it. When I do want to share it, I do let you guys know a little bit of my end, but what for? It's already behind me. It's in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right. Just be happy while you're cooking.
Yes, guys, be happy when you're cooking. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. And if you guys are definitely looking for perfection, I think stick around for the pictures at the end, because the Views Club does way better than I do at plating. That's one thing that I'm just not good at. I want to feed you. I want you to eat. This is how you make it. Eat. All right, let me rinse these out and we're going to get to chopping.
All right.
Sometimes when they leave them here, it doesn't mean that it's it has a thorn in it, so you should be okay with that.
These were the prepackaged ones?
Yeah, but like over here, you see even when I rinsed it, it still had a little bit, so just be alert with those. All right, so slice.
Ooh, that's so satisfying.
They will hush up so everybody can enjoy. Do you think that's what your fingers would sound like if you slice them? Like crunch like that?
You're scared me because you've had you have issues with your fingers, please.
Girl, I have no issues with my fingers. They are
Do you remember
functional.
when our family member snipped your finger from opening Sabritas?
Girl, you still at it with that? Even the
Yes.
Views Club already knows this. She's playing, guys. She's playing.
I'm traumatized.
I know you are. You always look out for my nuggets no matter what.
Yes. I'm not ready to part ways with your nuggets. This is bringing me some childhood memories and trauma all the same
Really?
time.
Are you thinking how hot it was when we were picking these?
Well, because we would be outside doing this work.
Yes. And I didn't even have a sun hat at that time. We were bootlegging it, guys.
There was no sunblock, no hats,
No
nothing.
hats.
Just water and
some beat up sandals.
yeah, or sometimes no sandals.
Yeah, you guys, I am no stranger. I don't have wimpy feet. I can walk on like really hot stones like a boss. I mean, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm definitely...
Should I film her walking on charcoal
I'll
like the office?
No. You're taking charcoal. I haven't done, girl. But these river rocks, yes, they get really hot. They get really, really hot. You know, I actually got those rocks because here, all the rocks that they had from our rentals and stuff, they would poke the babies when they would fall. Their knees would be all beat up, with scrapes. So I was like, you know what?
Oh, when you guys were renting those like orangey things?
Yeah, the orange like pokey rocks, like they have in all the front yards and stuff. It was on the backyard, and when we got here, we had to build this yard from scratch, you guys. So when I was doing the plan, because I did design it myself, yay! I made sure that I didn't get those kind of rocks for them. And then Punky, since he has sensory, one fall would really like ruin his whole day. Like, oh, you know? So now they're like pros on those river rocks.
I know, I see them out there running around. I'm like, yep, you are your mother's children.
Hey, my godchildren loved it too, because they weren't getting hurt anymore. Or scarred. I think we all still have scars from those. You know when Grandma went on her trip to Mexico, Bebe, because there's one thing that they like breakfast from Grandma mostly, not mine, right? And Grandma was making him nopales during that time. I went too big on those. She was making him nopales at that time, so he's like, I want Grandma to make me breakfast. I'm like, Grandma's not here, dude. So I had to boil nopales and keep them in little bags in the freezer, like those snack bags, so that I can make it with his eggs in the morning.
He loves nopales.
And then like when Robert was watching him and I'd take my mom to her appointments or doing running errands, he would be like, babe, he wants nopales. I'm like, well, get him out of the freezer. I have some. Just defrost them real quick. Because imagine you got this Mexican mixed kid asking his Korean American dad for nopales. Like,
he's such a sweetheart too. He's like he'll do anything to learn how to make them, right?
Yeah, he will. So the grizzly knows how to make nopales, guys.
Bebe has his own plant, doesn't he?
Yeah,
yeah,
he does.
He was telling me about it. He waters it and sings.
You know, that's one thing that our mother has. She has a green thumb. She can grow anything, guys, out of anywhere.
Both of our parents.
Like, there was this time where I wasn't planting anything when we were renting, because you know how when you rent, you're always terrified that they're going to charge you for everything.
Yes, girl.
So I went too big on those. So I couldn't plant anything, and I'm like, well, I don't want to get these big, because buying a lot of pots at once is really expensive. You know those salad mixes, that plastic, which I'm not. You know, we're working on the plastic, but I repurposed it. Well, my mom and I repurposed it. That we were planting spinach, because during that time I was eating a lot of spinach. Remember?
Yeah.
So she made it grow in one of those little plastic containers, dude.
Yeah, she doesn't play around, man. I've seen her grow some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Where like plants that should only be growing in the tropics, or you know what I mean. She's pretty good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you went too big on some of them, like I did, just come back and give it a little bit of a.
Or put it on your cutting board and cut. That would make me feel so much at peace.
Really? You don't want me to do my machete in and out? Okay, well, I'm gonna keep them like this. We should be good because they're gonna shrink a little bit when we boil them. So now let's go ahead and get started. I got excited for that one. I'm gonna start off with half a teaspoon of salt. Our onion. And let's make it rain cactus, guys. Let's treat it monsoon season.
Ooh, this is better than money.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I had my mouth open. I guess you didn't see that.
You're on one today, girl. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is
boil.
Hold on, let me.
Are you? I'm gonna send you back on vacation.
I know, girl. I'm still there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna boil this for 30 minutes. 25 to 30 minutes should work before we give this a good. You'll see in just a moment. Okay, it's been about 35 minutes on my end. My nopales are done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these and we're gonna rinse them with a little bit of cold water, and we're gonna come back here and we're gonna boil them again for 20 to 30 more minutes. Why? Because I don't want the sliminess. If you like the sliminess, you can go ahead and eat them from here. But for me and my children, the sliminess is gonna be too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this another boil. I rinsed our cactus with cold water, our nopales, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna boil it again for 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, guys, it's been 20 minutes for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and strain these. I'm gonna let them cool for a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you how I put them away. So once you've strained your nopales, you wanna put them in a container or your Ziplocs. If you're gonna freeze them, you can freeze them. And you'll see that the sliminess in here is subtle. It's still healthy enough to help your system.
You're gonna use them right now.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be using that. I'm actually gonna be using this for tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So
okay.
I'll use this for tomorrow, and then you guys should see a recipe for nopales. And that's one of our favorites, so.
Perfect.
I wanna thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, please take the time to subscribe. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Adios. If you guys are interested to know how long you can refrigerate, freeze, and a little bit more nutritional facts about nopales, please keep watching. Bye. Okay, if you guys are interested in more recipes, make sure to click on these pictures. I have a playlist ready for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah!